You will be able to see the rest of the video on our YouTube page, Keeping Up with the J Crew. That is on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe, watch our videos so that you can hear more as to how I fix my credit. So before I purchased my home, I worked on my credit. Even before I applied for my home, I signed up for something called Credit Karma. Billions of people around the world have Credit Karma. If you don't have it already, sign up for it. Other people use, there's other platforms that you can use for Credit Karma other than Credit Karma. And you can dispute. You can go directly to Equifax, TransUnion. I have dealt with both. Equifax and TransUnion, speaking of that, is just one and the same. It just all depends on how the credit is calculated. I'm not a credit counselor. I do not know much about credit, okay? I only know the bare minimum of what needed to be done, what I had to work on, what you have to work on even now to keep your number at the utmost high that it can be. So during the process of me working on my credit, so I first worked on removing Badcock from my line of credit because Badcock was something that a lot of us purchase furniture and just let it linger on there because it promotes good credit once you keep paying. That can all be true, but if there's medical bills and there's everything else piled on top of it, school loans and hard inquiries, it's going to make it difficult for your score to stay on top. Now, I worked out my credit by minimizing everything that was on there, making car payments on time, making sure my T-Mobile bill was paid off because that was also on there from a phone that I had years before. But I disputed that. So this is step 2, dispute. Dispute as much as you can. If you don't recognize an account, dispute it. If it's not yours, dispute it. If it is yours, dispute it. You have no knowledge of it. And I mean, once you dispute, if you really know that this is not yours, you can work it out with the creditors to say, hey, listen, I really need this off my credit because I have a goal and I'm trying to succeed and I really need you guys to take this off. Always talk to them, ask them, work with them, pay it off. See if there is a minimum that you can pay to get rid of it. Okay. So if you can pay all of it, pay it, but dispute and pay. You have to pay things on your credit so that it minimizes the things that's lingering on there. You have to stay on top of it. You have to look at your credit. Don't be afraid of the numbers. If you see below 600, just know you need to look and see what it is that you can take off. What is it you can pay off? What is there that is too much that's on my credit? As of right now, my mortgage in my student loans is the only, and my student loans are the only thing on my credit, thank God. My car is paid off. My car was paid off within the 5-year mark that I had it, or could be less. But after one repossession, I was like, okay, God, listen, when the income tax come in, this car finna get paid off. That's gonna be the first thing on my to-do list. The next thing that I'm going to work on is paying off my student loans. Your home, your mortgage, I wouldn't rush to hurry up and try to pay that. That's thousands of dollars that has to be paid. And I would start small. And small is my student loans that have to get paid off. But that's after graduation, of course. So you always have a way to come up on your credit. But stop getting credit cards. I can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for myself. I don't have credit cards. I'm not going to get one because I know credit cards I feel that credit cards destroy your life. Why do you need a Victoria's Secret credit card? The pennies are 5 for $35. If you don't have 5 for $35, don't go get the Victoria's Secret panties. Why do you need a Burlington credit card? Why do you need a Macy's credit card? Buy it flat out cash so you don't have all of these creditors that you have to pay back. Stop getting credit cards, our black people. Stop getting credit cards. Credit cards. Listen, like I said, I can only speak for myself. Everybody's opinion is different. Everybody has their own opinion. I will never get credit cards because I know how I am. And when I got my first credit card, it was to the max. But to get that off my credit as well before I got my home, I called and I settled. I was able to get that removed. But I wouldn't recommend getting credit cards, especially if you're trying to purchase a home. If you're trying to purchase a home, do everything with cash. Cash is literally your best friend when it comes to your goals and seeking your goals. So as far as knowing what your credit is, know your credit score. Minimize the things that you have on there. It's the things that you have on there that affects that score. That number that everybody's looking at, that 600 plus that they want to see. Thank God that I'm finally there. But your credit is your first, middle, and last name. It's a part of you. It's your identity. It walks with you. It's like a social security number attached to you. So I would say pay attention to it. Stop putting things on it. Stop trying to buy a car and live beyond your means, because once they run that credit, that's considered one of the hard ones, the hard inquiries. Go to Metro. Go to Cricket. Don't go to AT&T. Don't go to T-Mobile. Don't go to places that's going to run your credit. Like, go get a regular $50 line. Why do you need the extraness? You don't need it. They sell iPhones too. And I'm going to say this, Dave Ramsey, if you have not listened to him yet or partaken in his instruction, his lesson, please listen to Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey says, make your dollars behave. So if you're making your dollars behave, and at the end of the month or at the end of the week, whenever you get paid and you have zero funds or less than $1 or $1 to your name and your bills are paid, just know that you look and feel like the richest person on earth, okay? Because you have done everything that you're supposed to do to maintain, to make sure all bills are paid, to make sure your credit is intact. And within time, you will build that knowledge to know how to save, okay? And know when to spend. Because right now, during the pandemic, everybody should be saving. That's my opinion. But a lot of things still have to get paid, and a lot of other bills do come up, because I'm one that would know. I am a mother of 3, J. Crew mom. And I just really hope that this kind of helped you guys a little bit. But I guess from step one is to look at it. Sign up, Credit Karma. That's what I recommend. Sign up for one of the credit bureaus. Okay. Number 2, dispute. Number 3, pay off. Pay off as much as you can. Whatever's on your credit, pay it off. Most of the medical bills can be disputed. So sign up, dispute, pay. Those are the most top 3. Stay on top of it. Monitor it. Don't open up new lines of credit. Don't open up new credit cards for no reason to keep up with the Joneses. Don't do it. Because at the end of the day, once you come down to reality and know that you're trying to get a home, which is, I hope that's your main goal of why you're fixing your credit, you're going to be like, I should have never did that. So dispute, pay, and just know that when you're applying for a home, your credit does matter, but all things are possible. That's all I have to say. Because when me and the J. Crew got our home, my credit score was at the bare minimum of 500, and I worked toward getting it up. In the process, I applied again, and I applied again, and I was finally accepted. So now we live in this big 4-2 mini mansion, and my credit is still enhancing. Like I said, my student loans is still on there, my mortgage is still on there, and that is okay with me, because everything else has, voila, it's gone. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Sign up, dispute, make payments. It's that simple. Stop paying to get your credit fixed. You can fix it on your own, people.